How's it going, guys? It's UberNeupster. I'm back after a little bit of delay, but you know, better late than never, as most say. So, today I wanted to bring you a review of this 1v1 match I played more recently. This guy played very well, and he played in a manner that caused me to have to change up my playstyle in the middle of the match. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a look into what I'm thinking about, as well as what I know he's thinking about, so you can kind of figure out how the ones works. And this is about a Diamond 2 match, or Diamond 3 in 1v1s, which is like essentially Grand Champion in any other queue, just because of how much skill it takes to play ones. So yeah, so let's get right into it. I'm going to kind of commentate over it, and let's jump on in. So to start the match, alright, I'm going for the kickoff. So I side flip and I save 10 boost. I should have saved maybe a little bit more, and that's why I get scored on right here. Okay, so he beats me to the ball and he gets a better position off kickoff, and then he's just able to score because I didn't preserve as much boost. So I know that. So now I'm gonna kind of look for a better challenge. So I know it's coming up and down to my side. He missed right here very hard, so I'm gonna go and bump it. I fake him and just tap it to take control. I know that he can't really shoot from that angle, so I'll let him have the ball. Right there, I'm just blocking the shot because I didn't have vision of him. I probably should have turned ball cam back on. I should not have gone for boost there, because that allows him to get this touch. I'm able to recover pretty quick, but he gets a touch past me. If he had been a little bit more accurate, that actually would have been a goal. So going for boost is oftentimes not the best. And right there, all those plays led to him being able to take it up the wall and get a Doomsday Dish on me. So I get the kickoff again. His kickoffs are really good, and I had to adapt in the middle of the match or I would have lost. I'm still working on my kickoffs a little bit. That's one of the areas I'm not 100% in, but I caught him off guard right there. He wasn't expecting me to be able to control the ball enough to get it in his net, so I was able to sneak it in there. Alright, so I go for the basic kickoff. I see that he was a little far on the left side, so I go ahead and dodge right. And I faked him out. He thought I was going to flick it a little bit earlier there. So I held on to the ball, forcing him to panic, because if he didn't save then, I would just be able to get a much better touch on the ball. So I kind of just faked him. Here I saved up 24 boost. I used all of it to just get in the way of the ball, because I know that I can get to the boost after. But I went and prioritized the boost too hard, and it allowed him to get a free open shot on me. So let's get it. Kick off. Okay. So now I'm out of position, and he can shoot right here, but he misses. He tries to go for the double tap. He almost makes that. If he had been a little bit more, taking his time a little bit more, I would have definitely been scored on there. So right here, I'm going to try and take control of the ball. I tried to get it past him, and then I take control, and I push it on over him, because I knew he was going to get there, but I knew I could beat him to the ball slightly, just to tap it underneath the lip, so that no matter what, he couldn't really get a save from that angle. Right there, I see that he was a little far to the left. So I positioned myself in the center of the ball and then flipped in the other direction, just kind of take control of it. Right there, I wanted to take control and drive it away, but I thought he was coming, so I made a quicker touch just to pop it up. Right there, he prioritized boost, but he bangs it over to my corner. So what the problem with that is, he can get another touch, but I'm back now, so he has to work from this little area, and I know I can beat him there. So as long as I don't mess up in that little side area. It's a little bit risky to bring it there because you're really close, but it doesn't matter. I get a really nice power shot off of the ground here. Let's take a look at that. So right here, these are called power shots. It's when you let the ball bounce, and then right after it bounces, the upward momentum is carried, as well as the forward flip from your car touching the ball. So it go ahead and it makes it a really, really fast shot, much faster than it would be if you hit it like... Oh, there was another power shot there, but he placed his car really well. So he's not going for the ball, he's giving me space, so I'm just going to tap it to see what he does. And a little air roll shot, because I know that he made a poor touch. Oftentimes, if you test your opponent in the net, they will end up panicking, just touching it out gently. And you can get around them and just take another shot. And if they block that, they'll have used more boost to be in a worse position over and over again. So you can just keep the pressure on, so that they have to be forced to mess up. Right there, I pinch it off the wall, because if it keeps going, it's going to be a free open save. Or a free open net for him, rather. I tried to control it there, but I didn't have a good track on where he was, so I got demoed. I didn't know where that one was going. I thought he was going to go for it again, and I put myself way out of position. He made a nice shot. He placed it very well. A lot of times people will put themselves too close to one side of the net, and that is why they get scored on. It's easier if you sit at one end of the post and you go ahead and face one direction, because then you don't have to save behind you. Saves that go behind you are way harder. Oh, that was a nice save by me. I tilted my car, but yeah, I lost my train of thought, but it don't matter. You get what I'm saying. Covering all the goal with facing one direction is just a lot easier. Right there, he takes the boost, but I get a bump, but it doesn't matter because I have no boost to save that. He knew that too. So he is, I would consider myself the better player mechanically, but he plays a much different game than I was used to. He missed that right there. See, so he's not super tight on his mechanics, but you just have to wait for people to mess up. I almost messed that one up too. But he is taking the boosts from me. He's getting a better kickoff, and he's managing his ball time over boost time much better than I am. I get greedy for boosts because I have mainly played threes for the majority of my time playing Rocket League. So you go for the rotation, and it is often you go rotate all the way back, grab the 100 boost if it's there. But in ones, you have to manage your boost a lot better, and you have to make sure that you have enough boost to get there, and that you have enough boost to get be able to touch the ball if they make a shot. So it's balancing whether you want to be on the ball to block them from taking a shot, or if you want to go for the boost, save the shot, and then whatever boost you have left over is what you'll be able to use. So right here, I turn away from the ball for the boost, and he totally takes advantage of that. So I was really greedy of me. See, it's ingrained in me still, and it's still one of the things I'm working on. But if as watching the replays, I can see that, and then I'll know for next time I play in match, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have gone for boost here. That was kind of greedy. And I will fix it, and then eventually, once you fix all your mistakes, that's how you become one of the better ones players. It's all about learning and wanting to improve, because there's nobody else to blame but yourself. So you kind of just got to take it for what it is. Alright, and he's going to take that shot. He's way out of position here. I know they can't score because it's an awkward angle, so I'm just going to take my time. He has to come into me. I'm going to bump it over him. I'm going to take it up the wall because he doesn't know. And then I see that he's out of position, so I'm going to tap it toward him, test him out, because he has to turn, and it's going to be really awkward. So he went for the boost there. I am just being a nuisance and getting in the way of his touches so that he can't get a good clear out. So now that I've gone for boost, that's when he scores on me. And it's a consistent thing. So that's something for moving forward that I would have to look at and say, should I go for boost or should I go for the ball? I get a really good wave dash kickoff here, and then that lines me right up for the goal. And then I try to switch up my kickoffs every once in a while, because I do feel like I get beat if I just do the same one. So I did the wave dash again, and see, he was ready for it that time. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to my net. Challenging like this is super bad because you have one direct path, and if he gets it past you, then it's a free open net. That's all he has to do. So challenging directly is really poor unless you know you can get the touch, and it'll be beneficial for you. So it's all tied up here. I'll go ahead and go for the boost again, giving him control of the ball. But I'm able to get a touch right over him, and then it goes to OT. So this is where, you know, I was sweating a little bit and getting a little nervous. Okay, I get a really good kickoff on him. I grab the 100 boost. I'm going to go ahead and leave it because I know I can't really get a touch, and I have time. So I'm going to control, and then I jump. Boom. That's all it takes. It's one little touch. Ready? So right here, I see that he's grounded. The moment I see that he is grounded right here, I am looking to see what he's going to do. Okay? So I see he's facing directly forward. So there's only one kind of angle he can challenge at. And right here, I can choose to take a power shot into the top corner of the net. I can choose to air dribble it by tapping it and then jumping into it. Or I can put it on top of my cart and just double jump over him. And that's what I ended up doing. Just because I saw right here that he was still grounded, I know that there's nothing he can do against me. There's nothing he can do to stop me if I was to take it 2 jumps up before he took off. See, I saw that he jumped, and I go ahead and bump it and let my car turn slightly to the side to get it over him. And then it's right in the net, and that's the match. So this guy played very well, and it kind of showed me that I need to work on my boost management a little bit. Watching your own replays is probably one of the best ways to improve, because in the moment, you're focused on what you want to pull off, what you're going for, what your opponent's doing. You're kind of wrapped up in the match, so you don't see the full picture the entire time. But watching your replays, you can definitely see some things you might need to work on or improve. And then once you change them, you will see a great increase in the skill that you have and how comfortable you feel, because you'll be putting yourself in better positions because of the replays you watch. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm practicing ones a lot, and I have been grinding the ranks. I am now champion 3 in threes and champion 2 in doubles, I believe. And I'm on my way to champion 1 in ones. I am about division 2 in diamond 2, so I'm almost there. I'm gonna make a big celebratory video when I hit that grand champ in threes. Hopefully I can hit grand champ in all queues. Ones is definitely going to be the toughest. I have met some very formidable opponents in here, but I know I can do it. So if you guys are interested in any of that, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. I'll be coming out with new content soon. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have a good one.